5 new laws in 1 week, and almost every household in Germany will feel it. This isn't some small policy tweak. This is Parliament clearing out a massive backlog of reforms, all approved back to back. Welcome to Newsroom. Today we are breaking down exactly what changed, who signed off on it, and more importantly, what it actually means for you. Let's start with the big one, health insurance. Parliament just passed a sweeping reform of Germany's statutory health insurance system, trying to close a funding gap that could hit 38 billion euros by 2030. Here are some of the key changes. Free coverage for spouses is ending, unless you have a child under 12, a disability, or a care need in the family. Otherwise, the working partner now pays an extra 2.5% of their income. Co-payments for prescription and hospitals are going up, and coverage itself is shrinking. Cannabis flower won't be reimbursed anymore. Homeopathic and anthroposcopic remedies are out. Even routine, non-symptomatic, full-body skin cancer screenings won't be billable. Beyond that, this reform tightens the screw across the whole system, and it starts rolling out in stages from 2027. Ever been hit by e-scooter and had no idea who to even blame? That's about to change. Parliament passed a new law making e-scooter rental companies legally liable for accidents caused by their vehicles. The same standard that already applies to car owners. Up until now, victims had to prove exactly who was riding the scooter at the time, and with rental scooters, good luck. That's genuinely hard to pin down. And the numbers explain why this couldn't wait. Accidents have more than doubled, and third-party damage claims linked to e-scooters jumped from around 1,150 in 2020 to roughly 5,000 by 2023. There's a second change too. Riders are now assumed to be at fault in an accident unless they can prove otherwise. Good news for students, just not as soon as they were promised, but Parliament agreed to raise BAföG, Germany's student financial aid. The housing allowance jumps from 380 to 440 euros a month, and basic monthly support rises to finally matching Germany's basic subsistence level. But here's the catch, the housing allowance was supposed to go up this coming winter. Now it will kick in next summer instead. There's a paperwork win buried in here too. The application process is getting simpler with fewer forms and requirements standing between students and their money. Imagine never having to fill out a government form again just to get money you already owned. That's the idea behind Germany's new automatic child benefit system. Kindergeld payments will now go out automatically after a birth. No paperwork needed, which should wipe out around 300,000 applications a year. It's rolling out in 2 phases. Starting March 2027, families who already have a child get automatic payments for every additional child born. Then from November 2027, that extends to first-born children too. Behind the scenes, it all runs on data sharing between the tax office, registry offices, and the family benefits office, as long as there's a bank account on file. And finally, remember the controversial heating law that caused all that political chaos a few years back? It's gone. Parliament scrapped the old heating rules and replaced them with a new Building Modernization Act. Homeowners aren't being pushed to rip out working oil and gas system anymore. They can keep them or they install new ones. But here's the catch, it's about the fuel, not the equipment. Starting in 2029, new oil and gas systems need a growing share of renewable fuel, climbing to 60% by 2040s, with fossil fuels phased out completely by 2045. On top of that, government subsidies for replacing your heating systems are shrinking too. 5 reforms, 1 legislative sprint. So which of these actually hits your life the most? Let me know in the comments.